God grant you health. Come on now. Greetings.
I'm looking for a friend. He's called Capon. I'm sure you'd recognize him. In fact, you saw us both in the pillory, didn't you?
Aye, I saw you, but I ain't bothered, you know. You didn't rob me, because if you did, I'd cut your thieving hands off on the spot.
Well, what about my friend? Have you seen him since?
He must be some friend if he's scarpered without you, eh?
I'm sorry, but that's not your business, is it? Was he here then?
No, he weren't. But I ain't saying I don't know anything. Just that it ain't your business, lad. And don't try anything on me. My business ain't your business. Got that? If that Capon wants to see you, I'm sure he'll find you. He ain't no fool, I reckon.
What do you have for sale? I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, I suppose we can try. This is pointless. I'm done haggling with you. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
You don't belong here. Mind where you're going.
What do you want here, you What are you here for, stranger?
What do you have for sale? Word about the price.
Sure. Why not?
Satisfied?
We're getting close. Lower your price a little more and we can shake hands. You'll convince me with that price. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend. How can I help you, stranger?
Show me your wares.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then?
I'll have a look at the wares. Word about the price.
All right, I'm listening.
Is this enough?
That sounds really interesting. Lower your price a little more, and I'll be satisfied. Finally, a reasonable sum. Thank you, and take care.
By the state of his body.
So what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
But the river there has a powerful current. The dead man had been floating down the river for at least a week.
Without anyone noticing?
Exactly. And that's not all. The dead man had a gold chain around his neck. Can you believe it? Someone bumped him off and didn't even rob him.
That is strange. I reckon something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
Hey, do you reckon it would be a sin eating pigs? They got inside them human flesh.
Innkeeper! A beer!
Show me your wares. Let's talk about the price.
Aye, I'm listening.
Do we have a deal?
We're nearly there. Just lower your price a bit more. You see? I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Today's a scorcher.
Why the long face?
Oh, I've just got this nasty...
Good day to you.
I have a bit of coin again, and I'd like to throw it around. Should we play dice?
What game would you like to play?
Let's play beggars.
Let's play.
It's a deal. Go ahead and tell Franz and Vasha too.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Christ, what's the hold-up?
Well, you're not afraid of anything. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
Telling you, he fucked me over. Again? He's supposed to be a bloody sword, for fuck's sake. He's nothing but a bloody fraud. What do you mean, who the hell does he think he is? He's not
Here.
the one with the itchy finger. He didn't tell you anything. He didn't even look at it. Just told me to bugger off. Happy to help them. But when it comes to me, he don't give a fuck. He always
Finished.
seems strange.
Your turn.
You fucking fucker! I can't even take a piss without scratching my balls all bloody.
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
Hey, where's that beer?
It's like I'm invisible or something.
Mother of God! What are you punishing me for?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Greetings to you.
What can I do for you, stranger?
Show me your wares.
Thank you, and take care.
Huh? You can't be here. Clear off, bastard.
welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jelioff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off, but what can I do?
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Semin ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartishak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too, but what can I do? So, what will it be?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you are not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Catherine. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trusky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh, yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And farther north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
What do you have for sale? A word about the price.
Warum nicht?
Satisfied?
That's quite a sum. Lower your price a bit and we'll make a deal. Sehr gut. I can agree to that. Thank you and take care.
Go!
What? What's that? Sakra! It was here a moment ago. There's a thief lurking about!
Don't think I don't know who you are.
What did I...
I hear there's an Enelin living here with you. Where can I find her?
Eneline is a city girl, used to precious things, so we had her watch the horses. They are worth something. If you don't find her at our forest stables, she might have gone to the pound for water. Budbach Tessa Stipen. Kaj just goro, palsoste jal. Te aves bachtalo more. Kaj just goro, sorades.
I heard there's a cumin camp somewhere in the area. Do you know where it is?
Aye. What do you want from them? They're lacha manusha.
I just need to talk to them.
Ja, talk to Voivod Gacha.
I hear there's some Eneline here with you. Where can I find her?
She's calming our horses with her pretty little face. Follow the smell of the fillies and you will find her. Or if not, she will be getting water down at the pond. Bachtalo Tirodrom.
This damned rain. Sarajives goro. Soro des. Eavis bachtalo more.
God bless.
Eavis bachtalo more.
Sarchivec goro. Sorodes.
Budbacht, Sastipen.
Shalom Aleichem. What do you want?
How's business?
Borech Hashem. I can't complain. Or rather, I shouldn't.
What? Is something wrong?
Wrong? What can I say? It's more like I have such concerns.
Is there anything I could do for you?
Indeed, you can. You can stop asking me how I am and buy something from me, young man.
I have the feeling you're not like the other nomads here. You speak our language a lot more, with only the odd foreign word here and there.
Mein Freund, could it be because I am the only son of David far and wide, and the rest are Anusam?
What does that mean?
Was klotzt du, junger Mann? Have you never seen a Jew before?
I don't know. Should I have?
You must be from some very small village, eh? You have really never met one of my people?
I'm sorry, but there were no sons of David in Skalitz where I lived.
Skalitz, you say? I must remember that. Scheinem Dank, mein Freund. Scheinem Dank.
How's it going?
Oy vey. Chometz ben Yaim. Bad, fortunately. Thanks for asking.
Fortunately? That sounds more like misfortune, doesn't it?
Was machst du, mein Freund? What misfortune? If I was better off, people would envy me or want to borrow money. And those are two things I can do without.
What do you have for sale? Let's talk about the price.
Mir kommen, Freund.
Satisfied?
You really won't convince me like this.
Do we have a deal?
That's more like it. Just a bit more and we can shake hands. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Masa umatan tov. Scheinen Dank.
Kaijas more. Sarsa.
Sartuke Jalgoro. Badbacht. Sastipen.
I hear there's some Eneline here with you. Where can I find her?
She is calming our horses with her pretty little face. Follow the smell of the feelies and you'll find her. Or if not, she'll be getting water down at the pond. Badbacht, Sastipen. Oh, it is you, Chaches.
What are you talking about?
You are that chavo from my dream, Jalas Mangesuno. You came to me, the Eterno Gajo, friend of the Roma with clear eyes, the one who has suffered much. A stranger to take on the task that shall unite our familia once again, or divide us forever.
I found your daughter, Marika. She sent me to you.
Thank God. And how is she, my girl?
She's hiding out with her sweetheart, Bahush. She's all right, but he's in a bad way.
Oh, my poor Marika. She's stubborn like her father, or she would come back to us.
She asked me to get something from you that would help him. He's delirious with fever, and his wounds are starting to fester.
If she sends a message home, it must be really bad for them. I will give you something. You want marigold and some clean bandages. But if the wounds are deep, you also need to bring them comfrey. But I do not have any now. Here you are. Take it all to Marika. And give her my blessings. Tell her I miss her and I am sorry about the whole thing. And that I, Aranka, do not blame her for anything.
How are you doing?
Laches gajo mishtes. What can an old woman like me do for you?
I'd like to learn a greeting in your language.
There are all kinds. But if you want to say how are you, then it is Sartukejal. And if you want something a bit less ordinary, it is Kaijazmore. But that is only said by man to man, mind you. We women say Sotavez mrichai.
Aha. And what does that mean?
It is simply asking if the other has enough to eat. This is good manners among us.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I hear you know some magic and tricks. Is that right?
Kotuke penja. What magic, Gajo? I am just an old woman who knows how to ward off trouble and hold on to happiness. My old mother, may she rest in peace, she knew all kinds of things.
You see, and I thought you were really, well, in short, a witch.
Not at all. Fortune-telling and spells are far cry from black magic. Black magic is a path every honest manush avoids like a plague. My power comes from God, and I use it to serve only Him and good folks.
How do you know when it's black magic?
Simple. Black magic is only used for the selfish benefit of fools who think only of themselves.
And is there another kind of magic?
Oh, Devla Miro, of course. The good kind that helps and comes from God.
And is it true? Do the spells really work?
So hincha chipen andro jivipen. If you have faith, then it will work.
How do you get along with the locals?
It's always different. Sometimes the women folk could kiss my feet when I cured their pains. And sometimes they are more likely to burn me at the stake just for being different.
And what makes you nomads different?
You know, Gajo, nothing and everything. We live our lives as if each day could be the last. That is all. Try it. And you will see every sunrise like it is the first time again.
What can you tell me about your husband, the Voivod?
May cholera strike him down, the scoundrel. The last thing I needed was a man like him. But I did not have any better ones at the shop.
Really?
Oh, yes. Like I always say, the best baroshero under the sun. But his stubbornness will be the end of me one day.
Where did you come from?
Ay, Gajo. From God, of course.
I mean, where were you before?
Ah, I see. Well, in the winter we are always in the south. And in the summer we go north.
And over again, like that?
What do you mean over and over? There is the East Road and the West Road too, right?
Wait, you really don't know where you'll be next week?
You guessed it, Gajo. We do not know, and we do not want to know. God always takes care of his children.
Why do you travel the world? Why don't you settle down?
And why do you not settle down? Instead of jumping from the frying pan into the fire, Gajo.
Oh, that's different. I'm serving my lord.
While we have no master, just the sun and God above us, and the grass beneath our feet. So hincha chipen andro jivipen.
Tell me something about the Roma. I realize I don't know anything about your people.
What can I say? We are people and Christians, just like you. The only difference between us is that we live on the road. while you are cooped up in the same cottage from cradle to grave. It is a free life for free people. Though it is true we often have to move on, because we are driven out.
I heard there's a human camp somewhere in the area. Do you know where it is?
Koda Chacho. They put up tents down near the shore of the pond. Te aveți bactalo, more.
Servus. Fartuche Jal?
I'm looking for humans. They're supposed to be camping somewhere nearby.
Kodashasho. They put up tents down on the shore of the pond. But do not mess with them. They have good hearts.
I talked to Marika.
And where is she?
Not so fast. I have a feeling you didn't tell me the whole story.
Kasmurokar. Yes, it is true. It is true. I didn't know if I can trust you completely.
Why didn't you tell me everything right away?
What did you want to hear? That my whole family is destroyed? That my daughter may be run off with a village gajo? I do not say kada to everyone. I still have my pativ.
What do you mean, if you can trust me? What about all that talk about a prophecy?
I said I trust Aranka, and that you will save our camp. But I need Marika for that. I made very sure I did not lie to you, even once.
But you were leading me by the nose a bit.
I'm voivod, not saint.
So what really happened?
Marika wants to leave. So, I say she should get married, and they both stay and travel with us. But that boy of hers, he said no. My two Shave, my sons, Tibor and Geza, they decide to avenge family honor, because they hear all insults my messenger come back and tell about. So they go to Semin to punish them. Well, at the end, Marika's sweetheart gets stabbed. And before we know it, Marika gone. She's probably with him too.
She wanted to save him.
Tibor and Geza go to look for them. But on the way back, they meet some woodcutters. Oh. And Geza... he has Yaga Lorat like me. He quickly pull out his knife. But it ends very badly. Geza get killed, and Tibor get captured. All I get is message that if any one of us go near Semin again, we will end up same way. I had 2 Shave and 1 Shai. And now, I have nothing. I'm voivod of camp. But except for Aranka, there is no more of my clan here. Just nomads from other places.
Tibor and Geza, did they go to avenge your honor of their own accord? Or did someone send them?
Well,
Yes?
if you could hear the insults they hurled at us. They called us dog-eaters and heathens. They said Marika was unclean. And whoever touched her would die within a year.
So you sent them?
Not exactly. But Tibor and Geza, see how angry I am, and take it on themselves. But no one can insult my family.
The message that your messenger came back from Semin with, that wasn't from Bohush.
No?
It was from his mother. Bohush didn't know anything about it.
It is still his familia. Blood like blood. They stain our honor. The whole village hate us.
Well, I understand, but poor Bohush.
What about my shire? What about my family?
Well, what now? Marika's not coming back alone. She loves Bohush, who's 1 foot in the grave, and she's afraid you'd do something to him here. And that's why she wants you to give her an amulet to protect them.
Amulet? My amulet? She cannot be serious. I cannot just... My family is in ruins. Although... You already know everything. You can help me. Please. Rescue Tibor from the village. Do not let me lose another son. And we must give Geza a proper funeral, our way, so his soul can finally rest. Aranka can tell you more about that, or Tibor himself. Please, I will repay you. Help my family, and we will talk about the amulet. Budbacht Tesa Stipen.
Kaijas more. Budbach Tesa Stipen.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Jehorovka stream.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday.
You're kidding. Who was it?
Some vagabond.
God rest his soul.
And get this. Miller Boschka says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
So what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
But the river there has a powerful current. The dead man had been floating down the river for at least a week.
Without anyone noticing?
Exactly. And that's not all. The dead man had a gold chain round his neck. Can you believe it? Someone bumped him off and didn't even rob him.
That is strange. I reckon something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
I'm sorry. God bless.
Are you Mistress Emmeline of Winterthur?
Winterthur, Lyon, Vienna. It doesn't matter. What do you want?
I'm Henry. I was sent by Miller Crazel. We have a job offer for you.
Huh. How did you find out about me?
Your reputation precedes you, miss.
All the way? You're only saying that to please me, aren't you? But it's sweet of you. But be that as it may, what's the job?
To go to the Semine wedding with us. As a companion.
A wedding, you say? The last time I was at a wedding was in Nevers, France. I had to sing there. I'd like to avoid that this time.
You don't have to sing. Or even say much. All you have to do is behave like a lady.
Behave like a lady? Do you mind? I am one. Or hadn't you noticed?
Sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
All right, then. How much?
Crazel's offering enough to buy a little cottage.
A cottage? I was offered an estate for my services in Antwerp, and a 30-foot gondola in Venice. Although this is only Trotsky after all, I can't expect too much in this backwater. All right then, I'll do it. But first, tell me this. What can I expect at this Semine?
Instead of singing, you'll be able to dance.
Lovely. And what else?
Now that Trotsky is closed, there's no more prominent stronghold in the region than Semine Fortress. Someone will surely give you a tour and show you the magnificently decorated chambers.
Tempting. Tempting. And what else?
I even hear Lord Otto von Berghoff will be there. The Lord of Trotsky. Someone will surely introduce you to him. Well, and wherever von Berghoff goes, he's followed by the second most important man in the domain. The Chamberlain of Trotsky, Sir Ulrich von Schaumburg.
The Chamberlain? As in the castle caretaker? I'm not interested in some little clerk.
You should be. He's the one Crazel wants you to pay attention to at the wedding.
Pay attention? How?
Well, you simply have to seduce him.
I beg your pardon? Do you take me for some cheap whore? A harem girl? A brothel wench? A bathhouse hussy?
I'm sorry, but...
Silence! I am an Elaine, a companion, a courtesan. I am courted by gentlemen vying for my favour. I have been a concubine in Krakow, a mistress in Venice, and a gentleman's companion in Basel. My name is known in Brandenburg, Marseille, and Malopolska. I have fulfilled the wildest wishes of the most important commanders of Sigismund's army. Until he stopped paying, the ginger bastard, I'll do my work the way I see fit. Got that?
All right. Got it.
I should hope so. So, to the point. What do you want from the Chamberlain?
Crazel will tell you himself. Before we go to the wedding.
You men and your secrets. All right then, I'll wait for Crazel. But why not? I expect it won't be anything too complicated, and the coin is certainly worth it.
Not so fast. It won't be that easy with the Chamberlain.
Why do you think that?
Just so you know, Crazel originally wanted to take a bath wench to the wedding, but the girls said they didn't want anything to do with him because of his special tastes. I asked them what's behind it, and, well, some wanted to vomit after meeting him. Others said they started considering the convent.
Poor girls. Here in the arse end of the world, girls are no doubt used to just lying on their backs and staring up at the ceiling.
Well, it seems it's not about what Chamberlain Schaumburg did to them, but what he wanted them to do to him.
I knew a Schaumburg from Nuremberg, and he was a hermaphrodite. He had both, things. A respected person, a member of the town council. It can catch you off guard, because you don't know what you're getting into. Maybe it's also the case with the local bathwenchers. But I don't want to make fun of the girls. Not everyone wants to try new tricks, if you know what I mean. I must say, I'm quite curious about the Chamberlain now.
You're taking it bravely.
Believe me, it takes a lot to shock me. I'm not easily frightened, and just in case, there's this potion I carry around. A couple of drops and the Chamberlain will sleep like a log. Except I've run out of wine. I should have some at hand. just to be sure.
I can find some wine for you.
I'd manage somehow, but I won't complain if you see to it for me. There's one more thing, though. I don't think anyone will believe I'm a lady in these old rags.
Don't worry about that. Crazel told me to get hold of a dress and some perfume for you.
What dress?
A red one. Tyrolean brocade.
Brocade. I like it. Crazel clearly knows what he's doing. Are you going to the wedding as well?
As your bodyguard.
You should get some nice clothes for yourself in that case. You don't look too terrible, but there's always room for improvement. And as for that perfume, it ought to be one that lasts a long time.
Crazel suggested Minter.
I'll take his word for it.
I've already got it for you.
Come on then, show me.
Tell me something about Tibor and Gazer.
You'd never see one without the other. What Gazer was lacking in his head, he had it in his brawn. Tibor was the other way around. I couldn't tell you what happened to them, though.
What happened at Semi? Why did you quarrel with the villagers?
The devil alone can make sense of it. They don't want us here. And besides, the voivod had some disagreement with them over his daughter Marika. Then Gazer and Tibor got into a fight, and that was it. If it weren't for the Cumans, they'd have cut us to pieces.
About the things for the wedding.
Yes.
I have some perfume for you. Will this do?
My God! It smells just like the yellow headband I wore in Pisa. It brings back memories. Thanks.
I brought you some wine.
Oh, you remembered. Thank you.
A trifle. That's all for now.